Okay, so I was like, I start max centum, then biology to computer science to data science to sales.
No, I think finding what you want to do in life is the toughest question that anybody faces.
Right.
Most people are getting slotted, right? You get slotted into a field or a
Yeah.
career, right? But people have different passions and likes and dislikes, and that is still tough in the Indian ecosystem. I think outside of India, some countries have there's much more freedom.
Yeah.
India, I think it is still a challenge,
Yeah.
right? So I think finding what you want to do in life is a very
Also,
tough
I
one.
think एक और चीज होता है कि like we get so entangled in execution that we don't set aside enough time to learn and grow and like really figure out what we really want to do. That happens with a lot of people. I've seen that happening.
So I think it's very important for you to take breaks and spend time with yourself.
Hmm.
There are a lot of people who do not really spend time with themselves. When I say time with themselves is to introspect, give yourself time, figure out, right? So there are times when people feel that they should do that. You should not think that what others are going to think about it. If you think you deserve a break, you want to do something, please do that. So that's where you're going to be reinventing yourself, rechecking whether I'm, on the right track. Do I need to change? So I think it's very, very important that you give that time to yourself. And as youngsters, I think taking risk early in the starting of the career is very good. And there are other questions that generally people ask is, where do I go? What do I do? So my only response is just get started. Like when I was doing my BCom, then I thought I'll become a CA. Then people scared me of the number of people who are passing out. Then I said, okay, let me become MBA. Then I said, MBA mein kya karna hai? Then I said, okay, let me do marketing was the most popular thing where you end up landing up a job. So I said, okay, let me do marketing and then finance. And then I started out my job in marketing. Then I figured out this is not my cup of tea. I moved to a BPO, where I learned operations and leadership. And then I said, I think I have to do something different. And that's how I got into recruitment, doing what I can do best, right? So that's how I slowly changed my career. And I said, okay, this is the right track and let me stick on to it. So don't fear, just get started. You'll automatically figure out in the first 1 year, 2 years, whether you're, in the right track or not. And then you end up developing network, relationship, getting a better understanding of corporate world, industry, and you'll know what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are your areas of development. I think so don't worry, just get started, you'll figure out your way on the way.
I allude to it. So because it's what you all said is the summary of Ikigai. What you're
Yeah.
good at, what you get paid for, what you love doing. All of that in intersection is your Ikigai, so that you can do it. So when I started podcasting, so I had reached out to Ananya and I said, "Do you know about podcasting?" I said, "I do it for free, Ananya, because whatever we all get together once in a while, we do it. We just have to put cameras and mics to each one of us, and then do it, and then it suddenly becomes a profession, and then I don't feel like work. Okay, I get up even before my alarm when it's a podcast day. When it's something that I have to do with my computer, I don't muster the courage to get out of the bed at least. So that is something very true. I believe so. Kind of summarizing all of what you said is, find something that you love, and till you find something you love, you keep switching. Then once you find it, then double down on it. Once you double down on it, work your tail off, get to the top 10%, 1%, and then you will become a leader in yourself. Would that be a good summary of what you guys kind of mentioned till now?
Yeah, good
Yeah.
summary.
And
Just add on to the part is don't forget to live your life. You also have a life. So that's something that I really practice. I go on vacations, I travel. That's one of my other passions. So I ensure that I have balance, because it's not just work. End of the day, you have a life to live. You're not here, just to work for certain organization. 10, 12 hours, continuously throughout your career, right? So you have your responsibilities, your friends, family, yourself, your own passion. So live your life, and that's where it'll help you in recharging. For me, it's a big recharge when I do something off work, travel. It's a big recharge. When I come back, I'm fresh and I'm happy to contribute more.
Yeah, living life is also hobbies. Like he was
Yeah,
talking about farming.
absolutely.
So some everybody will have their hobby, something that you like to do, which may not
Correct.
give you money so much, but then you just like to do it. So you need to
Yep.
give some time to that as well.
So I always believe that everything that we do, you can write it down. Anything that you do, it's all about getting happiness.
I think
Right?
people these days are much more aware also.
Correct.
So there's